Hi, I'm Ben.
And I'm Blake. We were in a band at Penn in 2009, and after we graduated, Ben and I wanted to pursue that full time. So now we're here in Austin, Texas.
And this is a Dueling Tampons exclusive Real Jobs Are Not My Forte video blog dedicated to giving everybody else who thinks they want to pursue music all the knowledge we wish we had when we started our journey.
Welcome back to Real Jobs Are Not My Forte, episode 2. Today we're going to be talking about how our move went, our living situation, our day-to-day lives, and give you our second lesson.
So first things first, let's talk about how the move-in went. It took us about 3 days to get settled, and we had a U-Haul, which is how we got here, which was nice because then we were able to haul all our furniture that we bought, which all told for dressers and beds and everything else we need, kitchen table, couch, all that stuff, we ended up paying about $200 to $300 each.
Yeah, and it was all from Craigslist and garage sales and such. As for our living situation, we live here with one other individual in a beautiful 1,500 square foot house. We each have our own bedrooms, and we have this separate room behind you, which is our music lab, completely dedicated to our music work. It's about 400 square feet, a little bigger than you might need, but it affords us the luxury of having people over to jam here rather than always having to go somewhere else, which is actually going to happen this Wednesday with an established hip-hop artist in the area.
So I want to talk really briefly about cost of living. Blake and I ran some numbers, and we figured that to live, you need about minimum $350 to $400 per week. That includes rent and food and utilities and insurance and various other expenses that you may have.
And a built-in buffer for taxes.
Yeah, and taxes as well.
As for our day-to-day lives, I'm going to spend most of my time finding more students, finding good established bands to play in that gig often and pay well. I'm going to be also hopefully teaching for a teaching agency company that sends piano lessons my way, and perhaps work for Kaplan. I have 3 lessons scheduled for this week. I'm meeting with about 5 good working bands as well this week to talk about being their keyboardist, and I'm also hopefully going to be practicing 3 to 4 hours a day.
So my day-to-day situation is slightly different. I'm going to have a lot more emphasis on practicing. I hope to be practicing about 6 to 8 hours a day. But I have a swim lesson this week, and I have a couple leads on tutoring agencies, academic tutoring, and I also hopefully will be finding people to play with in gigs and on studio work, whatever they need, and put our band together, and then also Kaplan as well.
So with all that kind of stuff to get you up to speed, we're going to bring you to our second lesson, which we encountered this Sunday. And that second lesson is don't get trapped in low-end gigs.
So on Sunday, we played this gig in a church. These guys put a band together, and we ended up spending about 8 hours for the whole week practicing and performing and driving up there and everything.
It was 45 minutes away.
It was 45 minutes away, so it was 3 hours of driving because we went up twice. And they only paid us $50 each, which for us is not worth it.
No. And this is why we want to stress to you the importance of coming with a few months' worth of buffer cash. This will allow you to not have to take gigs like this, and will allow you the time to practice a lot so that you can get to be as good as you can be. And this way, when people call you, they know that you're good. They know that when you do get the good gigs that do pay well, you have the time necessary to practice for them and really kill them. So everybody knows you're a good player who gets paid well and doesn't work for less.
So that's all the time we have for this installment, but stick around. The next month should be incredibly interesting. Hopefully things will start moving a little quicker and things will pick up, so we should have a lot of juicy details for you next month.
Might be running out of money, might have gigs, might not. Who knows?
So remember, real jobs aren't your forte.